Hi everybody and welcome to another 1 minute review. If you notice, I'm wearing my glasses today because my allergies are like out of control crazy, and so I just didn't put my contacts in this morning, so glasses it is. So today we're going to be reviewing this, which is the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins, otherwise known as the prequel to the Hunger Games trilogy. First question, can you read this without reading Hunger Games? I would say no. I would read Hunger Games, which mine are right there. I'd read that trilogy first, since this has to do with President Snow, and all the world building is done in the other books. But my 1 minute review. So let's set the timer on my phone here. All right, so 1 minute and go. So this book takes place during the 10th annual Hunger Games. So for reference, Katniss's first games are the 74th annual Hunger Games. So this is 60 plus years before the Hunger Games trilogy takes place. And our main character is Coriolanus Snow, who becomes President Snow in the trilogy. And it basically tracks his involvement in the 10th annual Hunger Games. That's all I'm really going to say about what the book is about. So it's a lot longer than the other Hunger Games, and I think that there was chunks, especially towards the back, like 3/4 that could have been cut out, that kind of drug on a little bit and didn't really necessarily move the plot forward in the way that I'm used to with her books that are usually very fast-paced. But it did a really good job of telling us about President Snow and his background. Now this is going to go off, but I still have like 2 more things to say. So I didn't make it today, but I found myself being sympathetic towards Snow, which was really disturbing to me since he's such a purely evil, sadistic character in the Hunger Games. But that's okay, because that sympathy is rectified by the end of the book, and he's still his old self that he just naturally is in the Hunger Games. So if you love the Hunger Games, I would pick this up, and I would read it just for the background and some things that it addresses about the history of Panem and the origin of the Hunger Games, and just some of that background information that if you're a fan, you might want to know. One side note, authors can pick whatever name that they want to for their characters. I mean, like, literally, the sky's the limit. The names, any names in the entire world. And she picked Coriolanus for Snow's first name, and every time I read it, I kept thinking, every time she wants to address Coriolanus, she has to actually type out the word Coriolanus, which is not a short name. And every time I read it, I have to think Coriolanus every time I read it. So while not hindering to my reading, every time I read it, I was like, wow, that's a crazy long name to intentionally give a character. Doesn't have anything to do with the book. My friend Julie said that she would like to know if I recommend them or not, and I do recommend this for people who love Hunger Games. So that's it for this 1 minute review, which turned into almost 4 minutes, but who's counting?